Her name is Christina Tobin. She is the founder and chair of the Free and Equal Elections Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization that's dedicated to ensuring an open and honest election process in the United States. She's with us today to talk about the next presidential debate that she's holding on October 23rd from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Christina, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Maria. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for covering for Harrison and being a part of Infowars.
Absolutely. My pleasure and honor. I was, saying that this is a good segue into this next guest because, we don't often hear a lot of candidates talking about, the potential of a climate scam or how the government doesn't actually care about them and is actually doing things to harm them. But I think that's what your presidential debates are actually about, people speaking more freely. Talk to people about this mission.
Yes, Free and Equal Elections, my nonprofit's been hosting presidential debates since 2008. So this will be our fourth round in 2024 and also our fourth presidential debate this election cycle. So we'll be talking about a lot of different issues from foreign policy to economics to the disasters, naturals or whatnot, disasters and so on, housing, immigration, the topics that war that were not discussed at the BP debate. We got the venue, a dream come true venue. It's so high level production. Lady Gaga was shooting there last week. It's a private venue in Los Angeles, and there'll be a couple hundred people in the audience. October 23rd, the debate will take place actually from 8 to 10:30 Eastern. It's expanded to 2.5 hours. We have 3 presidential candidates confirmed. Of the third, fourth, and fifth largest political parties, Libertarian Chase Oliver, Green Party candidate Dr. Jill Stein, and Constitution Party candidate Randall Terry.
Yeah, so, I may not necessarily agree with all the viewpoints because I had a bit of a look last night at what some of these people are about. And I'm actually, quite opposed to some of those viewpoints, but I'm actually really glad that people are able to have that conversation in an open forum. And this is what I'm trying to get to. My understanding is this is exactly what you're trying to create here.
Yes, I'll be co-moderating it with former U.S. Comptroller General Dave Walker, as well as a co-founder of No Labels. And this is sponsored by Joe from Texas. Another Joe just recently key sponsor for the Tucker Carlson tour, opening for every stop. So we're here to open up more ideas and conversation. Yeah, we don't have to agree with all the ideas. I mean, do most people agree with what the D's and R's candidates? Maybe, maybe not. We're here to bring more voices and more choices and more ideas to the table. It's through the conversations we're going to bring about solutions. And here at Free and Equal Elections, we're bigger than presidential debates. This debate that we're hosting October 23rd will be live on not only Rumble, Scripps News, C-SPAN, KPFK. We'd love for the Infowars team to come on the site and see this historic debate take place and unfold. It's also going to be the kickoff for the 2025 United We Stand Tour, Free and Equal Election we'll be presenting next year. So it's a much bigger vision. There will be a blockchain voting app. Our blockchain voting app will launch at the end of the debate, where people can cast a vote via ranked choice voting at freeandequal.org. You can go to freeandequal.org and sign up for our live stream today. And you can vote via ranked choice voting. Who is your favorite candidate? And it's going to be on the ledger. So you'll actually be able to see that your vote counts on the blockchain ledger. So we're here for a much bigger vision. And there's a big people are very disenfranchised by the fact that there's only 2 political parties. We have many political parties and many independents running for president. And thank you so much for covering our debate. And we're looking forward to addressing the hard-hitting ideas this October 23rd from 8 to 10:30 Eastern.
So talk to us about what the actual idea behind this is, Christina, because, most people would say, well, it's very unlikely that someone other than the 2 parties, even though most people agree they're fed up with the 2-party system, it's very unlikely that someone other than the 2 major parties would get in. I can tell you that in Australia, there is a system where independents, do get some media time, some mainstream media time. They even get some time, they get voted in terms of the Senate or in the lower house. We have, members of parliament. We even had an independent running as a presidential candidate last time around. So it's a system where it allows for independents to come in. Is that what you're trying to achieve here? What is the main goal?
Maria, that's a great question. the reason we have the same two parties getting reelected over and over again, most of us, your viewers, know it's a business. Dr. Ron Paul said they're all friends behind the scenes. I mean, Representative Thomas Massey, what an honor at our July debate this last July was at Freedom Fest, and I sat next to Representative Thomas Massey, coming out and talking about both Democratic and Republicans in office, Congress, and more are funded by entities like AIPAC and many others. We're here to change the game. Technology is a game changer, and the blockchain ledger, what we're creating, will evolve into an app. Which will list every single candidate. These are third parties, independent candidates, which many of them will be invited on the United We Stand tour next year, which will bring together artists, thought leaders, organization, candidates, independents, all parties. They need a platform to have a truly free and equal elections, free and equal, that is, chance of winning. And so here at Free and Equal Elections, we recognize the flaws of the electoral system created by the two-party system, from the restrictive ballot access barriers. It takes over 900,000 signatures for an independent to get on the ballot, while it's only 30 to 50,000 for D's and R's. In fact, I have a petitioning company. It's gathered millions of signatures to get candidates on the ballot. In this cycle, I helped Robert F. Kennedy Jr. through the Super PAC, American Values, get on the ballot in a few states as well. I've also worked for Ralph Nader in 2008, gathering over 500,000 signatures to get him on the ballot as an independent. So I stand personally as an independent, and I foresee with more independent voters than there are, D's and R's alike, there's going to be an independent movement that ignites. Right now, we have an insular right forming through the Kennedy, Gabbard, Trump, and that's great. That's part of the process, but the movement's going to be across the spectrum, and that's where Free and Equal Elections and the United We Stand tour comes into play. You can go to freeandequal.org for more details, but we're going to address the flaws of the electoral system, from the voting machines to the fact that we don't have alternative voting methods, and we're going to bring that to the surface, and we're going to elect candidates targeting Congress in 2026 across the spectrum to replace D's and R's alike with a whole bunch of candidates like Thomas Massey across the spectrum.
And how, I'm presuming for this to really be as impactful as your vision for it is, that you would need to get the D's and the R's, the main candidates, on board and involved in these debates. How would that work? I mean, do you think that in future that's where this is heading, that they would come on? Because we even see, them arguing about, turning up to certain debates as it is with each other, let alone going and doing something new like this.
I welcome Trump and Harris to be at our debate. I think in 2028, we're going to see independent candidates for president running, whether there's going to be party lines that are established where some of the Kennedy lines get 5% of the vote where they're considered party, or no labels. I mean, our co-moderator for this debate is also the co-founder of No Labels. So we're going to see a lot of more independents that are going to break through the paradigm. Kennedy almost did, but we saw what the system did to keep him from doing that. So I would say for our debates in the future, even now, there is a chance Trump, as I do more interviews with you guys, I would love to still this day, I haven't interviewed with Mr. Alex Jones. I love what he's done. Steve Bannon, the system has wrongfully attacked him, and we welcome him and many others on the United We Stand tour. I welcome D's and R's to be in our debate in 2028, but I have a feeling we're going to have candidates, or even a candidate much larger than Kennedy in 2028, an independent, that's going to be participating in our presidential debate.
So what sort of questions can people expect or topics can people expect would be addressed at your debates that don't normally get discussed? Can you give us an example from the last debate that you held, things that may be very controversial that weren't brought up in the, mainstream debates?
I mean, the war, right? Israel, Lebanon, Gaza, what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, and these few powerful people that are dividing us. And we're going to address those sort of issues. I have the topics here from economy to foreign policy, domestic disaster response, public health, border security, immigration, education, healthcare. We want to get into energy and environment, censorship, student loans, public health. Those are the topic of the discussions, and we welcome people. We're actually taking questions from social media and comments from people to submit into the debate. So those are the sort of topics we're going to be discussing, the top 3-5 issues that people want to really hear. And unfortunately, the VP debate failed to address, and TV networks should not be hosting debates. They're biased. Look at the money, follow the money. That needs to stop happening. And here at Free and Equal Elections, a nonprofit organization, we're here to open hold a truly open debate, and I ask candidates not to attack one another. This is not about a character attacks. This is about going after the ideas and having that discussion. And to date, all of our candidates have always been respectful towards one another. That's important to get the best, let the best ideas prevail. And it's been an honor working with the candidates that we've had to date at our debates.
Well, that's really great. It sounds like a great vision, a great initiative. Let people know again, Christina, where they can find out more information and again, where they can watch this debate coming up on October 23rd.
Oh, thank you. Go to freeandequal.org. You can sign up for the live stream and watch it again on Rumble, Scripps News, C-SPAN, KPFK, and more rising. Go sign up for the live stream and really get ready to vote for your favorite candidate. We're also at the end of the presidential debate going to announce the launch of the United We Stand Tour. United We Stand Tour will be launching at the end of the debate. So yes, go to freeandequal.org. Thank you so much, Maria and Infowars, for staying strong up against a flawed system, not only beyond the electoral, but also we know mainstream media is flawed as well as the music industry. And these are sort of things that United We Stand is going to bring all of the conscious artists, thought leaders, independent media together. So freeandequal.org. Check out the debate. And thank you so much again for having me and for the whole Infowars team for you guys existing out there.
Amazing.
Get the message out.
Thank you so much for making the time to come on, Christina. We appreciate it.